stop for 90 minutes. Now it's time for your daily visit. Mickey Talks. Mickey Talks. He's with Matt Davis. Mickey Talks. So here's the latest. Mickey Talks. Glad you made it. Mickey Talks. Mickey Talks.
Matt, what number is this? I thought I'm just hit. Is it 87?
Oh, man, I'm
88?
losing track these days. I think it's 86.
Do you
Yeah.
put the numbers in still?
I do, yeah.
Yeah.
And then immediately forget.
Right, 86.
That's how I know I'm old.
86 shows.
Yep.
That's
Yep.
incredible.
Yeah.
Uh,
On our way to 100, man. We said we were going to celebrate.
You know, in TV, if we'd have got to 100 shows, we'd be syndicating and retiring.
Yeah.
Right now, we're 4 months in, 88 shows.
We're in our formation stage.
No doubt. It is Mickey Talks, brought to you by today, Greenpoint Dispensary. I will be there at Millersville this Saturday for their 2-year anniversary. Want to thank the great people at Greenpoint Wellness Dispensary. Incredible. Great stuff going on. You can get up to 50% off, buy one, get one. I'm sorry, buy one, get one, up to 50% off. Obviously, the deals aren't stackable, but I will be there this Saturday starting at 11 a.m. So come out and say hi. Literally.
Yeah.
It'll be fun.
Go out and meet Mick this weekend,
come
please,
meet
on
me
Saturday.
At Greenpoint. Yeah,
Make
in
the show
Millersville.
look good, will you?
Yeah, come on. I need people to come out and, participate.
Yeah,
Just so I can say, look, see, people will show up if I ask.
for sure.
Hey, listen, let's get right into it today.
Of course.
Let's do the news because I have a feeling what your top story is going to be, as most people are talking about
everybody's
it.
talking about it.
It's going to be a sad opening to this, but let's get to it. Here it is. That's the facts.
Are we going to bring our guest in for this?
I was going to do it right after we started.
Oh,
You want to do
okay.
it now?
We might as well. Yeah, he's
Okay.
probably got some stuff to say about Ozzy, don't you think?
Yeah, this guy. So let me take everybody back. I am about 15 years old. So I guess the year is 15 or 16. So
How tall were you back in those days?
Same height.
Is that right?
Just a lot skinnier.
Yeah, okay.
I stopped growing in the 7th grade. So I think I'm about 15 or 6, maybe 15.
Yeah.
And I go to a Maxwell's teen night. In the same night, I meet a man.
Maxwell's, yeah.
I meet a man who became incredibly important into my journey, a man named Greg Terrace. That night, a band played, and I could not believe they were playing because they were the biggest band in town. That was the Ravens.
Yeah, man.
The same night. And the guy that I first saw on the stage that night is sitting right across from me right now. And he started, it was literally the first live band I ever saw that wasn't like with my parents at a huge concert.
Is that right?
In a
These
bar.
guys were your first
In a
real
bar,
concert?
like in that environment.
Wow, that's cool.
I mean, I've been to the Civic Center and stuff like that. Went to Rash Field and saw Mel Torme and watched my grandmother's underwear float down her legs into the harbor.
Right.
So that's never been the same for me. However, to walk into a place, a band's playing, that energy, that vibe, 1,000 kids packed in
Yeah.
for a live band. And that man was joining us today is Mr. Kyf Brewer. How are you, my friend?
Yeah, I'm pretty good.
Yeah. Taking you back a little bit there, huh?
You know, you just already answered my first question, which was, how did we meet?
Yes, that is. And in fact,
Yeah.
a funny story. The first time we
Did you guys
spoke-
actually meet at that show?
Not that night,
Who knows?
but
Yeah,
that
yeah.
was, let me tell
He
you.
hasn't answered it yet.
Right.
Well, here's what happened that first night is I met Greg Terrace, who sadly is no longer with us.
But was the same height.
Exact same height
Yeah,
and
yeah.
a little bit stockier. But Greg talked like he had razor blades from the bottom of his throat to the top. But without a doubt, the kindest, most gracious, loving guy that I ever met in my career. That guy told me everything to do from the time I was 15 years old.
Yeah.
I mean, he told me how to go to a comedy club. He told me how to be in a band. He told me how to promote myself. Anyway, he managed you guys in those
He
days.
did, yeah.
Now, did he manage you to the record deal? Or had you moved on before that? Do you remember?
No, he made more important and large strides to get us a record deal, but the record deal came by chance
Really?
from other people, and I'll tell you about them
Yeah.
too. But we're talking about Greg. Like,
Yeah, man. Tell us about Greg.
He worked harder than anybody.
Unreal.
Yeah.
And he cared about he was a booking agent.
The doctor.
Yeah.
He was
The doctor. Dr. Feelgood, man. And he was amazing guy. But he was a booking agent? Yes. And are there stigmas that go with booking agents? Yes. But I will go on record and say this. I've never seen a guy care more about the actual bands. He didn't care just about the money. He would tell you, you're not doing that crap gig. That ain't worth a shit. You got to do this gig for less money, but you're going to get more exposure. Like, he was really good with that stuff. And he worshipped the Ravens, man. He had that big picture in his office. Yeah. Everything, man. You guys I was a little kid, so you guys were like rock stars to me. For real.
Of course.
Yeah, it was unreal.
Yeah.
So take us, Kyf. Let me back up a little bit. You grew up. Where did you grow up? What neighborhood did you grow up in?
Owings Mills.
So you're from Owings Mills.
Yeah.
And was Rob an East Side guy?
Rob was Parkville or Perry Hall.
Yeah. Okay. How do you two meet? How does Rob Fahey and Kyf Brewer meet and form the Ravens?
Well, actually, that was Greg's doing.
Okay.
And I don't remember how I started to.
How does the
associate
phrase
with
"climb
Greg.
a donkey" get involved in this?
Yeah, climb a donkey. We were Lee, Bobby, John Tracy, I, Doug Robinson, who's no longer with us, and Fred Tepper, who is no longer with us.
Wow.
We had been
some
in
serious
Climb a Donkey.
players.
Yeah,
right there.
we were like the biggest country rock band in Baltimore in the mid '70s, but it got old.
Yeah.
And we were just doing the same shit every night, and we were playing every night because we were
you were
broke.
it. Yeah, and you were it, so everybody would book you.
So I think Greg probably got us a couple bookings and then said, "Hey, I know this guy."
Hell of a songwriter.
His band, Collins Ferry, is breaking up, and he needs somebody to play drums on one of his demos. Well, I met Rob Fahey, and we went into a little studio in Essex, in Essex.
Wow.
It was somewhere near the Seagull.
Yeah.
And upstairs, and I played drums on 2 songs. One of which, One Way Love, which we did in the Ravens in the early, but we got along so well. And I was like, Climb a Donkey was filled with brilliant
and
writers.
like some of the best writers and players in town,
Fred
man.
Tepper,
Bobby Hurd.
Bobby Hurd, Doug was
you.
good. And here I met Rob, and all of a sudden it was like, this is a guy that rivals, what I'm writing. Like, I really liked what he was writing. And so I played on 2 of his songs.
When did you know, when was the first time you and Rob Fahey sat down with guitars or a keyboard, whatever it was? What was the first song you two wrote together? Do you remember that?
We really didn't write together.
Is that, I've heard that.
I'll tell you.
Okay.
The first song that we wrote together was Lose You from the album.
Are you serious?
It was on the album, and it was in the studio.
Wow.
In Pasadena? Wherever it was.
Yeah.
MC at Whitney.
Right.
We wrote Lose You, and there's a whole story behind that. But no, we always, the whole thing, and if you talk to Rob, he'll tell you the same thing. Like the reason that every rehearsal we came to, one of us had new songs.
Yeah.
One of us had new songs, and we were like competing against each other. It's like he'd write this, and I'd be like, "Oh, I gotta write this."
Yeah,
I gotta write that.
Do you two feel like it was kind of a Lennon-McCartney thing where you just tried to out-inspire each other?
I think it would have been had we, done the whole thing, like put our names
together
as a team together. Yeah. But we really respected each other's songs. Like, if you remember, I was a keyboardist.
Right.
He was the guitarist.
Right.
When he wrote, we do his songs, he would play.
Yeah.
When I did my songs, I'd come out front and become Prince, or whatever. But
yeah. And when I think back to being a teenager, Matt, and you remember first time you go see a band play, right? And the thing with the Ravens, you guys were fashionably hip, you were a modern rock band. Would you call it pop rock? What would you have called
At the
that
ti-
style?
At the time, we were trying to hit the new wave market.
Yeah,
Because the skinny tide market
Yep.
had just come out, and we all had skinny ties.
right.
And I, to be different, always wore too.
I always said you guys were the Baltimore Duran Duran. Like, that's what it reminded
Shut
me
the
of.
fuck up.
I meant fashion-wise, man. Fashion-wise.
Okay, good.
Shut the fuck up.
Nothing wrong with Duran Duran. You could name it 3 times.
Right.
Duran. They're fine.
But I remember as a kid, like, I thought you guys were like rock stars. That's the thing. And then every Sunday I would go. And then, so the first week I saw the Ravens. The second week, I think it was, remember Appaloosa?
Yeah.
Do you remember that band?
Sure.
I saw them. I saw a band called Spectrum that was amazing.
Yeah.
And then I saw a band that just told me everything I wanted to do in life. And that was the Vamps. I saw the Vamps. And they were basically like a punk rock version of what you guys were. I felt like they were great songs, a lot of them.
Mhm.
And I don't think the song matched the image as much, but phenomenal. I loved those guys. I thought they were great. And I became hooked on Baltimore music in that summer.
Yeah,
the
they were-
Ravens, the Vamps. It was unbelievable. It was an incredible time in town.
The Vamps were like the baby Ravens.
Yeah, that's what.
And
Yeah,
they used to open up for us and stuff, and they did more, MTV stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
But they did write their own, and Jimmy and I are still really good friends.
Oh, tell Jimmy I said hi,
yeah,
man.
he's up in New York.
I know he
He's
is.
doing really well.
Jimmy Bones. By
Yeah.
the way, I think the most that guy ever weighed was 94 pounds. And I think he was
Yeah.
carrying a guitar at the time.
He might weigh 96 by now.
What a great player, though. I love that guy.
He's a great player. He's with Willie Nile now most of the time.
What's that?
Willie Nile?
Is he really?
Yeah, he and I, like, when Willie comes to town, I play keyboards for Willie when I can. And Jimmy was the one that got me into that. It's,
Oh, that's
one of
so
those
cool,
things.
man.
It is really cool.
So let's go back. So the Ravens get a record deal.
Yeah.
And that song ends up in Fast Times at Ridgemont High,
Right?
Raised on the Radio. What happened? Why would you say that band didn't go where it should have in the long run? What happened?
Well, there are a lot of reasons. There are a lot of answers to that question. And I've probably answered all of them a million times over the years. But
Don't get too deep. Just, I mean,
no, I think it's just the luck of the draw. I think,
Yeah.
like, so whoever was on the charts at the time
yeah,
that was taking our place where we should
Yeah.
have been.
yeah.
And
They already had that puzzle piece filled, is what you mean.
yeah. And I
The
also
way that
think
shitty record business is.
I think it was production. I think it was, it was a lot of choices.
Yeah,
You make a lot of choices that follow you through life.
yeah.
Now, where
Yeah.
were you when you found out that Raised on the Radio was going to be on that movie soundtrack? What was that day like for you?
Well,
Because that's huge news, right? I mean, is that were you freaking out? Or?
Well, actually, it came in stages because we had a guy that we had some fans, some really important fans named Cheryl and Pinky, and they used to come out and see us all the time. And Cheryl and Pinky loved music. They got backstage at a Tom Petty concert, and they met Tom Petty's, I think he was a financial manager at the time, Mike McGinley, who ended up managing us, and they passed our tape to Mike McGinley.
Women-
Like,
let
they
me
weren't
say
working
this.
for us. They were just fans. They were just here.
Keith-
Listen to this band.
Yeah.
In those days and a little bit prior, I would say 15, 20 years prior, more women are responsible for more bands getting signed
Well, yeah, and they
than
still
men.
are. Yeah.
Women are amazing at it. They'll walk right up to anybody. You're my friend's band. Next thing you know, some guy's calling you. Hey, you know Lucy? She was in Arkansas last night and she gave me your tape.
Yeah.
I mean, those stories are great, man.
It's like
Gotta
that. So
love that.
anyway, so Mike McGinley, we called him the Goon. Everybody in the business called him Goon. He was well known. He did a lot of things. He had a lot of fingers in the pot, and he knew everybody. And he knew Irving Azoff, and that was the whole production crew behind Amy Heckling's Fast Times at Ridgemont High, which who was it? Cameron Crowe.
Cameron
Just
Crowe,
written.
yeah.
And they were putting it together, and they had a bunch of soundtrack people, but they were looking for a new band to introduce, just a little something different on the soundtrack. And they loved Raised on the Radio.
Yeah.
But unbeknownst to most people, Irving, I think, was the first person that said, well, why don't we get somebody like the Go-Go's to do this song? Like, why do we need an
Make it
unknown?
a smash.
This is a good song. Let's get it. The Go-Go's. And luckily, Goon just stuck to his guns and said, no, this band like really wants to
Be a band.
Yeah.
break out. And so he talked him into it. And so we were flown out to LA just to do that song, which is on that soundtrack. And that's not
Is that
the
a different
version.
master recording?
Yeah, that's
Oh,
a completely
wow.
different version that's on the album.
Wow.
Yeah.
I never realized that.
Yeah. I mean, you guys did a few versions of that too, right? I remember you did some versions for radio stations as well. I know,
what
right?
you're
Yeah.
talking about came later
Yeah.
because obviously, like radio in 1982
Right.
was, MTV was coming in and radio was scared.
Yeah.
The arts, everything was changing, and so Rob, when he wrote "Raised on the Radio," which is, he had no idea what he had. I don't think. We knew it was a good song.
Did you know it when you first heard it? Were you like, wow, this is a good song?
I liked a lot of Rob's stuff.
Yeah.
So, I was like, okay, this is another. And radio's going to love this song.
Right. You knew it all from the
So,
first time. Yeah, of course. Right.
So they put that, I think they put it on the flip side. Did they? They put it, it was the second single from the movie
Wow.
soundtrack.
Yeah.
And of course, radio embraced it.
Yeah.
And then we got a record deal from that. And when we recorded the album version, what you're talking about, Matt, is that one day they called us. The manager calls us and he said, "I need you guys to do me a favor," and we did it in Sheffield.
Yeah.
Here in Baltimore.
Is that right?
And,
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they basically got the masters shipped to them, and they took out the two lines, 1956, when the DJ,
Right.
and they changed it to the whatever year, whatever radio station was
Ah,
Yeah,
so
it's
you're
great.
singing
and then
years all
it
week,
was
right.
like, because so
Of
here
course.
98 Rock, of course, it was 19. I don't even remember the name.
56,
No, it was 80 something or 70.
It's
I don't know.
77.
77.
Yeah.
It was IYY that
Right.
there's
Yeah.
something.
So
Right.
you did it for brands all over the country.
did like. I just remember being in there, and
What a
you know-
great way to promo your song. I mean,
Oh
you guys
my
had to be
God.
happy about that,
Well,
I'm sure, even though it was a lot of
it
work.
was awesome. But the
Yeah.
funny thing was that all I was doing was singing a harmony.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm in the studio and I'm just as important as everybody else, but all I'm doing is 19. Da, da, da.
Did you have a sense at that time of how big that movie was going to be? Or was it just like,
no?
do you think this could just be some B movie? Or
I think we all hoped it, and Baltimore was blowing it up
Yeah.
like crazy. So until we actually got on the road, we had no idea how big the movie was. And until 10 years later, until 20 years later, 30 years later, we
Yeah.
had no idea that was going to be a cult classic.
Well, Mick, I mean,
Dude,
just
you
being
know,
in radio,
dude.
you have to know that like radio stations use drops from that movie. I mean, pretty much
Dude.
the entire movie.
The pilot
Yeah.
for my TV show that I shot is called Raised on the
Right,
Radio.
yeah.
And Mitch Allen from SR71 redid it for me.
Oh, is
He
that right?
redid
Oh, wow.
like the little TV intro part.
Yeah.
I'll have to show you that when we get off
Oh,
the
yeah.
air. But yeah, man. I mean, that song is it's on the soundtrack of my childhood.
Yeah.
All of us.
Oh,
man.
absolutely.
Yeah. And then Brian Adams tried to rip you off with that other song. I know the truth. I'm kidding.
What are you
I'm
talking about?
kidding. I'm joking. Keith, I could talk to you for hours, man, but let's get into the news a little bit. When we come back, Keith, though, please make me pick it up from where we are, that the band just got a record deal and things are starting to happen. But I want to get this so we can spend more time with you.
Right.
Here it is, the best news in the business. That's the facts. Matt, Keith, chime in as we go.
Please, yes. So, I mean, the big story today, of course, is Ozzy. And, of course, Mick, you and I just talked about this recently, like how we don't organize any of our stuff from meeting rock stars and pictures and concert stubs over the years. Today would be a great day to have a bunch of the Ozzy pictures that I've taken with Ozzy over the years. Do you have any of that stuff?
I never met Ozzy, and
really?
I don't have one thing of anyone I've ever met.
Really?
I don't have one thing I've ever done.
Seen Ozzy a bunch of times.
Nothing.
Met him at least a handful, and interviewed him one time. And
I interviewed him on the phone, and I did him to him, and he loved it. And I love that guy. No, I'm sorry. I did interview him, and one of my favorite things he said, we talked about soccer for 3 minutes.
Yeah,
because, he's an English guy, and he couldn't believe an American knew what I was talking about. But that was neat. But he was say what you want, and people will criticize me for saying this, but as far as metal goes, heavy metal, to me, he's Lennon and McCartney in the metal world.
There's no question. I mean, every hard rock and metal band out there has a tiny piece of his DNA.
Or Sabbath's. I mean, it's the same thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Interviewed him one time in Philly when I was up there, and met him. And I remember I said I was a huge fan, and I think he said, "God bless you, my child."
Yeah, exactly.
That's what he said to me.
Yeah. And then he put his black upside down cross on your head.
Right. And then I went out to I was near the front row of it, and he threw, he used to squirt people with water.
Yeah.
Threw a giant bucket of water on me.
And it felt great, didn't it?
Yeah. So you are blessed.
Yes.
You literally.
I was baptized by Ozzy.
Yeah,
you sold your soul, right?
Keith, were bands like Black Sabbath on your radar in those days, or was that a little too heavy?
I remember where I was when I first heard the first Black Sabbath album.
Really?
Yeah, and I was pretty high. And I was about 15, and I was over a guy's house where we were staying up all night, and he put Black Sabbath on, and I was looking at that cover.
Was this pre-Ozzy days? Was it before his solo career that you first found Sabbath?
Dude,
this was the first Sabbath album.
He's talking about
no.
day.
But a lot of people I know, including myself, we didn't find Sabbath until after Ozzy. I found Ozzy first,
but I'm older
Sabbath.
than you.
Yeah, well, true.
But I remember thinking like, oh shit, and it was it called Black Sabbath?
Yeah.
That song?
Yeah.
Right? And those are the two notes in the scale that don't go together. Right?
Yeah.
And they found them, and that was like the big
intro.
song, and I was like, fuck, these guys are like really like sticking it to rock and roll. Like, and it was different.
And just how heavy
really
for that day, I mean, wow.
It was
really different.
It definitely, when I've heard, I am a junkie for any kind of musical documentary in any way. And I can tell you, I've heard Bruce Dickinson. I've heard Rob Halford. I've heard, what's the dude's name from Pantera, the singer?
Phil Anselmo.
I mean, I could go down the list of guys in heavy, heavy bands that all say the same thing. The first time I heard Black Sabbath, I was like you, I'm sure, with the Beatles or whatever it was that truly inspired you, where you were like, God damn, that's what I'm doing. I was blown away by how many people were just like metal hard rock guys are like, Black Sabbath was my Beatles, my Led Zeppelin.
No, there's no question. Yeah.
I didn't get it till years later.
Yeah.
When when I'm 13 and my buddies are walking around in Sabbath shirts, I'm like, I got a Sex Pistol shirt on. I hate those guys. That sucks. All that kind of stuff, Yeah.
So,
but Ozzy, I love him, man.
He passed away today at the age of 76. And he had really four big pillars. He was the frontman of Black Sabbath. He was an incredible solo artist. Pioneered rock festivals touring. I mean, it wasn't the first, but Ozfest was, it
changed the game.
It inspired, a billion more. And then he was essentially launched reality TV with the Osbournes TV show.
That's what I was going to say. He was a TV star too.
Yeah.
And you can't forget that because that was really important.
Yeah.
That brought a lot of people together.
Oh my God.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I remember my mom and I watching that show when she was alive, and she would laugh because he was hilarious. And she would ask me all the time. She would go, what band was he in? And I'd go, Black Sabbath and his solo stuff. And she'd go, and then I'd play something for her. And she'd go, oh, right. Yeah. But that reality show, I think that's what made him truly the icon. I mean, I think
Well, they just
musical.
launched him into the mainstream.
That's
too.
what I'm getting at,
It's
yeah.
like great, like you said,
Yeah.
grandmothers were like,
Yeah.
"Oh, it's Ozzy."
It's Ozzy.
Right,
The,
exactly.
guy that the PMRC wanted to destroy back
Right.
in the day.
And you know what was really
the
funny?
devil.
Yeah.
What was really funny was like back in my Climate Donkey days, when,
Yeah.
when somebody was Don Arden, and I forget what the label was that had they had ELO,
Yeah.
and they were interested in Climate Donkey, and so we met some of those people, and one of the people we met was Sharon.
Sharon
Right.
His
Osbourne?
daughter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She managed them.
Don's
Yeah.
daughter.
Don's
and
daughter.
all we
Yeah.
heard all the time, every time we ran into Sharon and Ozzy, was they fucking fight all the time. You don't want to be near them. I was in the Hard Rock one time in New York City years later. They were up in a booth, fucking fighting.
Ozzy
And I
and
was like,
Sharon?
meanwhile,
Yeah.
they loved each other.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
the thing, man. You know,
And she really helped him.
she
really-
did everything. I mean, Ozzy sang great and he wrote great songs, but it was all Sharon that did everything.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
tours, the bands, like. But I love him. I'm gonna sincerely. He might be a Mount Rushmore guy, Matt.
Oh, there's no
Right?
He's
I mean, he's
definitely
on
in
it.
my Mount Rushmore.
Yeah.
There's no question.
Yeah.
So some crazy facts about Ozzy. Formed Black Sabbath with Tony Iommi, Geezer Butler, and Bill Ward back in the day. Fired from Sabbath in '79 and went solo. Diagnosed with Parkinson's disease in early 2020. The Blizzard of Oz featured any of the guitar players that the guy worked with. Randy Rhoads back in the day. And then Zach Wilde, of course, joined later in 1988.
Tony Iommi wasn't a bad one either.
No,
You know what I mean?
oh my God. I mean, just incredible, man.
Yeah.
And there is still a memoir and a concert film on the way that he apparently had in the works at some point.
Yeah.
Cool.
It just, this is one of those deaths that shouldn't be a shock. We know he's been sick and dealing with all this stuff. And, Kelly Osbourne came out maybe a week ago and was saying, listen, my dad's not dying. I would stop this nonsense talking about him like that.
Yeah.
It really was. It hit me as a shock today.
Yeah.
too,
When you sent me that text, I was like, holy shit.
It was,
Yeah.
it was a little sooner than people thought.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he even announced that he was dying. But I was just really happy. I think we were all really happy that he got through that
Performance.
amazing dedication.
Did you watch all
Yeah.
of it, Keith?
No, but
Did you see
Beth
that?
made me watch a whole lot.
Yeah. Did you see
No,
the performance of Youngblood? Have you seen that kid yet?
I didn't see Youngblood. I saw Metallica, and I
Dude,
thought that
look
was
up
awesome.
Youngblood. He does a version of Changes that I'm telling you,
Yeah, he just released that for charity, as a matter of fact. He's a good kid, man.
it's an incredible
Yeah.
performance.
Great entertainer,
Yeah,
too.
amazing.
Yeah.
All right, buddy. What else? Long live the Prince of Darkness,
Yeah,
man.
Yeah.
no kidding,
Ozzy
man.
will be missed.
For sure. I don't know if you guys heard, but the House has voted to subpoena Ghislaine Maxwell, the longtime
we go.
associate of Jeffrey Epstein, to testify
Oh, wow.
about the conspiracy that led to her imprisonment.
Let me tell you something. Thank God I never got famous. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Because I think this list of people is going to be unreal if
Listen,
it comes
man,
out.
I have a feeling this is going to be incredibly underwhelming, the stuff that
I
we
hope
find
you're
out.
right.
I
hope you're
have a
right.
question about
Yeah.
that.
Not because there isn't sensational
Just
information,
that nobody's going
because
to talk.
I don't think anybody's going to be talking.
Go ahead, Keith.
I have a
What's-
question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, all the Epstein files, everything, release. Why did anybody make a list?
Yeah, I hear you.
Well, yeah.
You
Yeah.
sat down and said,
Yeah.
you know what? All these people that are doing shady shit, let's
Yeah.
list them all.
Well, here's the thing.
Well, we
I
know why, though, because essentially this thing was, I think, much bigger than Jeffrey Epstein. I think this goes way above the president. I think this is probably something to do with some of our three-letter organizations who
Of course.
are using this information to not only bribe people we know here in the United
Blackmail
States, but
foreign
probably
diplomats, all
world
that
leaders.
shit. Yes,
yeah,
yes,
and
yes.
for that reason, I feel like we're never ever
Going to get the truth.
going to get anything from this.
I mean, maybe
so it's
you're
going
right.
to be just an underwhelming thing. I mean,
If you
I'm
know-
going to watch
right.
the whole Ghislaine
let's
Maxwell.
say this.
thing, but-
All right, both of you guys.
Yeah.
Let's just say innocently, you didn't know. You have a buddy that's a billionaire. He says, "Come on, man, we're going to my friend Jeff's island
Exactly.
for the weekend." You get on the plane, you go. You get there and you go, "Holy shit, what a shit show
Why are there
this
seventh
is!"
graders
Right,
here?
right. And then you don't even do anything. You realize, okay, what
Yeah.
the fuck? And then today they show up at your door and they go, "Hey, you were there."
Yeah.
Do you tell them what you saw? Or do you just go, "Hey, man, I wasn't there"? Like, I don't know. What do you do?
I don't know, man. I mean,
it's going to be interesting.
I saw
Yeah,
an
it
interview with a scientist, and he was very involved, Epstein, very involved with the science world. And he made it sound like it was a very dark meeting. Like the vibe that he got from being in the same room with him was unholy.
Yeah,
it was
I imagine that guy's the exact opposite of anything that's good.
Yeah, so it's probably kept a
Whatever
lot of
that
people's
is.
mouths shut. I think that meeting was meant to intimidate. You know, the meetings were meant to intimidate.
Yeah, it's a weird thing.
Yeah.
Thank God I never got invited to that shit. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Well, they'd have thought I was a kid.
Well, we might find a Mickey Coachella on the list. We don't
Trust
know
me,
yet. We'll
you're
find
not
out.
going to find me on the Jeffrey Epstein list. You might find me on the Jeffrey from Toys R Us list.
Jeffrey
but not,
Epstein
yeah,
list,
not
right?
Jeffrey Epstein.
Jeff list.
Jeff list. I'm on the Jeff list from fucking Toys R Us.
Oh, my God.
Totally different list, Matt.
Yeah, that's a different list.
Have you ever seen, I think it's Michael McDonald. Oh, it's his last. The head writer from SNL, the Irish guy, for all those years, Michael Donahue, I think it is. He said he had the funniest thing with Conan. He came on Conan's podcast, and Jeffrey Epstein came up. And Conan says to him, he goes, hey, it's crazy about Jeffrey Epstein, huh? And he goes, what do you mean? And he goes, well, Jeffrey Epstein. And he goes, and Michael Donahue goes, you talking about the billionaire, Jeff, the real estate guy? And he goes, yes. He goes, what's going on? And he's like, what do you mean? He goes, I just saw him a couple months ago. He's like, well, he's dead. What? What happened? We had an island. No, it must be a different Jeff Epstein. I'm talking about the billionaire guy that lived in New York. Like, acted like he didn't know anything. It was the funniest goddamn thing I've ever seen.
Right.
Not Jeff Epstein.
Now everybody
No
just
way.
they're like, geez, Jeffrey Epstein. I don't think I know a Jeffrey Epstein at all.
I know a Mike.
He
Mike
he
Epstein.
worked at SolidWorks.
Yeah. Toys R Us, right?
Yeah,
That
who
guy.
is So there is a CEO of ChatGPT's rival who says that AI is going to replace recruiters and assistants within months. So if your job involves being a recruiter or assistant, you have every reason to be on guard professionally, they say. There is a CEO of an AI startup called Perplexity, where a new browser called Comet is being developed. And he's optimistic that long horizon barriers are about to fall, enabling the next generation of powerful AI to potentially make those jobs fall by the wayside. So maybe this will be the first of the job eliminations that are coming with AI, Mick.
Are you ready for him, Matt?
I mean, it's like,
I don't know what the hell's going on anymore with this stuff.
you think we're in danger? What we do?
Not what we do. I don't think. I don't think they're dumb enough to do it. AI.
Is AI?
Well, you
ever
don't
gonna
make
get-
enough money.
What's that?
You don't make enough money.
Yeah,
to
they're not
worry
interested
about.
in this. Yeah, this is what they do when they don't have anything else to do.
Right,
Yeah.
right, yeah.
I don't think they're dumb enough to do this show. Honestly, I don't find it happening. I think that at the end of the day, AI is going to take every good job that people make a ton of money doing that don't really need people to do.
Yeah.
Does that
Well,
make sense? Yeah.
It's just going to be interesting to see how it works out, because at some point when you eliminate enough jobs, there's no more people aren't earning income any longer.
No, I agree. I agree. I mean, but that's why I think the AI tax is going to be outrageous. 40%
For
probably
the companies, you
for
mean.
the company, 40%, and then we're
We're
going
going to live off of welfare.
kind of, but it'll be a pretty good payday. I think.
You think?
Yeah, I think it's coming. I do. I think we're all going to average a mediocre middle class life that the government gives us.
Wow.
And that's how we're
what
going
a
to live.
future we have.
I mean,
Hey, luckily I'm old.
yeah, Keith, you're fine, dude.
Yeah,
You're
you'll get
fine.
retired. You just
I
get
had some
retirement
really good
money,
years, man.
Yeah, you've had some fun, dude.
Yeah.
AI will be ripping off the Ravens before you know it.
Yeah, and I won't
kicking
care.
out Ravens tunes.
Yeah, your grandkids will walk up to you one day, Pop, what was it like when you had to get your own food? What was that like? What was it like when you had to go to the bathroom by yourself?
Right.
No, when you had to remember shit. By
Yeah, when you
yourself.
had to remember things.
When you had really fun parties.
Yeah.
Yesterday, AI, right? I was in a store and I was looking at something. I'm like, I don't know what the difference is. I chat GPT
Of course.
and I'm like, oh, that's the one they know everything. I can't stump them.
Mhm.
ChatGPT, I just read, is up to like 2.4 billion downloads a day,
Mhm.
which is
25% of Earth.
well, it's not as big as Google yet, though. Google gets 14 billion a day, so it's getting closer.
So that's like every human going to Google twice a day.
Yeah. But
My
that's
God.
an older generation too, who probably doesn't use ChatGPT, and
Or doesn't know how.
or doesn't know how.
Yeah, that's true too.
yeah, right.
I guarantee you, most people over 75, 80.
But that'll change in the next 5 to 10 years.
Oh my!
probably.
It's going to have to.
Yeah.
You're going to need to know how AI works to get out of bed.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, no
Because
question.
some robot's going to bring you everything.
Well, speaking of robots, Mick, Tesla is opening up a diner in LA where food is served by robots. It's this place right here. It's a drive-in. It's a diner and drive-in theater in LA on Santa Monica Boulevard, and it's got about 80 V4 supercharger stalls,
Jesus.
2 massive 45-foot movie screens, and food like burgers, wings, hot dogs, and milkshakes served in Cybertruck-shaped boxes. The idea for the diner has been in the works since at least 2018. Visitors can order from their car's touchscreen, and a humanoid Optimus robot serves popcorn. Look at this thing.
Let me see that. Yeah. It's hard to see.
Yeah, that's the. This is the robot.
It brings it to you?
Yeah. Look at him. I mean, this is a robot who is
Holy
serving this
shit.
kid some popcorn.
Kyf-
Elon Musk posted about the new diner on X, saying it might be the first of many such spots.
Hey, Kyf, we've been talking a lot about one day there's going to be robot girlfriends. I mean, we know
there
it's
already
coming,
are.
but you know what I mean. It's going to everything you've lived in life. Let's just say that the robot has capabilities. Could you ever imagine yourself with that being enough?
Well, I don't know. I mean, probably. You know, like they're going to keep working on things until
it's perfect.
But
Mick wants a robot girlfriend.
Knowing what I know, like, you know, if I was younger and I didn't know any better, like I've been through many relationships,
right,
and had a lot of good experiences, bad experiences, and knowing what I know, like, I probably wouldn't be able to accept it, but maybe a younger person.
See, I feel like you, Keith. I don't think it would ever be a satisfying relationship.
But you guys are forgetting one key feature.
What's that?
The mute button on your robot. Bloop, and it stops talking to you.
That's a Paul Westerberg song.
Oh, is it really?
If I could only change your volume.
But that's
keep it down low, down low.
Never thought about that. But that's exactly my point, dude. You're just sitting on the couch and the robot walks in the room. Oh my God, you're not going to believe the boop. I'm done listening. And
Listen,
it doesn't get its
feelings.
The ladies
already think you've got a mute button.
But
so,
that's got to work both ways. Man.
Right. Of course.
You're talking about girlfriends.
Hold on, bro. I guarantee you a girlfriend I've ever had has never said this. He talks too much at home. I talk for a living. When I go home, I like to do this.
That's
Is that right? Is that real?
That's hard to believe.
Keith, I swear.
Really?
I'm telling you, I'm a quiet person outside of work.
I can relate to that.
And social. I'm a very loud, crazy socially.
Both of you guys will relate to this. Because when I would get done at a club for like a DJ gig or any kind of event I was at, and you're there with loud music all night, you're there talking to a billion people, and then on your car ride home, what do you listen to? I listen to nothing.
I drive
literally
I
silence.
listen to NPR.
Do you really?
Right, like talk. Exactly. It'll be either talk for me, Keith, or it'll be nothing. It'll be complete silence.
I listen to Bill Maher's podcast a lot because I just like him. I don't listen to Rogan or any of those guys. I don't listen to anybody that I think would be in the same realm of us. I mean, I try not to. But like Bill Maher talks about stuff we could never talk about. I don't listen to music much. And if I do, here's my program on the top of my XM. It goes Beatles, Hair Nation, which is hilarious. Yeah. But it goes beer.
That's my old station.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
So it goes
Hair Nation?
Yeah.
Oh.
So it goes the Beatles, Hair Nation, CNN News, Fox News. Then it goes Elvis, and Sinatra.
It's very
That's-
eclectic. Even
that's
your
my
news is
top-
eclectic,
Wow.
Mix.
I like to hear both sides of the bullshit.
Of course. No,
you
that's
know?
good.
I
Yeah.
like to get all the bullshit, man.
Yeah, right.
Then I get it together.
No, you're smart. They're
And
smart. I
one-
wish more people would do that.
One big ball of horse shit, and then I throw it against the wall and see what happens.
Yep.
That's how I do comedy.
All right.
All right, you guys check this out. Tell me if you think this is cool. The Atari 2600 Plus is coming back.
Wow.
It's right here. It's for the 45th anniversary of Pac-Man, and they're making a few bucks along the way with a special edition of the Atari 2600 Plus gaming system. It's going to be released in October. The bold Pac-Man yellow console features illuminated ghost icons and matching wireless joysticks. It also includes a double feature cartridge with both the original Pac-Man and from the 2600 game and an arcade-style Pac-Man 7800. Pre-orders for the bundles are priced at $170 and opens July 23rd. Were you a big 2600 guy?
I mean, yeah, that's me. That's my age.
Yeah.
Was the Atari 2600.
Yeah.
Video games. You were a young adult by the time that really hit. What weren't you? Never really got you, did it?
Pong,
Pong.
Yeah.
Space Invader.
Now,
Hey,
Space Invaders.
Yeah.
no,
that's
I'm
the
not
one.
a gamer guy at all.
Okay.
I don't understand it. I
Yeah.
like to go outside and watch birds.
Right, I'm with you too, but I don't mind.
But
Yeah.
you being from Baltimore,
Yeah.
I was reminding my sister of this the other day, and she didn't remember it.
Yeah.
But when I was about maybe 12,
Yeah.
go home from school, and the Monkees would be on at
Sure,
4:30
yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah.
But there was a thing on Channel 2 hosted by Stu Kerr
Captain Cool.
called TV Pong.
TV Pong.
Or no, TV Pow.
Okay.
See how many of your viewers remember this, because it was just a time filler. It was only about 5 to 10 minutes, and you could call in, and they had like it was like Pong or like what was it? That something dropped.
Pong had
and
3 games. It was
like
High
Space Invaders,
hockey, and
but-
Pong.
But they'd have people call in, and it was sound enhanced. So when they said, they had to say "pal," and when they said "pal,"
That's hilarious.
it exploded. And if they got it, then they won something. It was
Wow.
like,
Yeah.
bowling for dollars.
Yeah.
And-
Yeah.
yeah.
But the funniest part was it was Baltimore, so there wasn't anybody that called in that didn't go "pow, pow, 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 pow,"
Butchie,
and we would just sit there and laugh our asses
I
off.
heard Butchie win that on there. He said "pow"
Yeah.
right away.
Pow.
Yeah.
And then there was Stu Kerr that would go on and go,
Yeah.
"Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot. I'll try it again, Jeremy. Pow, pow."
That's great. Yeah, I had the Pong system, and then I was the first kid in my grade school class to sell enough Christmas kit material to win an Atari 2600. Brought it home, and it goes the same with me with every system, man. I'll play it for like 1 week, and then it just collects dust. I'm not really a gamer either, kid,
Wow.
but I'm excited about it for like a week, and then it just sits and collects dust.
Yeah. I like nowadays, like the thing I like about video games, like I played that Red Dawn Redemption, I think it's called.
Yeah.
Red Dead Redemption, whatever it is.
Right, Don.
Red Dawn, yeah. And they have different games in the game.
Right.
So I'm like out riding my horse. I go in a saloon and there's a Texas Hold'em poker game. I played poker for 4 hours on a video game. It doesn't even make sense.
Yeah.
Till like 3:30 in the morning. I
Right.
was up like 40 grand in 1879.
Mm,
I tried to buy Nevada. The guy wouldn't sell it to me. Piece of crap. What else?
So there was a drunk ad exec who peed off a rooftop bar and hit people on the sidewalk. This guy right here. Shame.
That guy's a
Shame.
CEO?
Where do you think he's from, Mick? Guess.
Florida.
Oh, my God. How did you guess?
Well, because.
St. Petersburg has had nice weather. Actually, the guy was from New York, but he was in Florida. So
Of course he was.
I guess he felt like he had to do something very Florida while he was down there. His name is Matthew Day. Not Matthew Davis, but Matthew Day.
Got it.
Just to keep it clear.
Right.
We're not sure why if he was in town for work or pleasure, but according to police, he was at a rooftop bar called The Landing around 1:30 a.m. when he whipped it out, peed off the side, and hit several people on the sidewalk below. Rooftop bar makes it sound high up, but this was 2 stories, so he was around 15 feet above the people that he was urinating on.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was he aiming for them? Because that
that's
could be a new gaming thing. Right?
Yeah, that would be. Yeah.
Pow!
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 Pow! Hey, I'm gonna pee off his deck. See, look, pow!
Hit the guy with the floppy hat. Pow!
Cops charged him with disorderly conduct and released him with $500 bond. He's the co-founder and the head of client success at an ad agency called Ribeye Media. If you ever want to look him up and
We'll
get
have
some,
to find.
have
Maybe
some
we
work
get a
done.
deal with Ribeye Media.
Yeah,
Yeah, they trim the fat.
they're going to need
Yeah.
some business soon.
Oh my goodness.
One more, guys, to
Yeah.
wrap things up here. There was a man who climbed some guy's roof while convinced there were drugs in his chimney. His name's Stephen Nason of Bangor, Maine. He was arrested last week after police say he climbed up on a roof and refused to come down. So imagine this, like you're in your house. It's 3 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning. The guy inside the house heard something up on the roof. Wasn't Santa Claus.
Right.
He climbed up with a ladder to check it out, and he sees Stephen Nason up there. Asked, hey, man, what are you doing? Good question, right? The suspect reported saying he was trying to get the drugs he believed had been stashed in the chimney. At that point, police and fire workers were deployed. And at one point, Nason was able to jump from the roof to the fire truck basket, grabbed an axe, and then jumped back onto the roof and literally began chopping away at it. Nason was finally taken into custody around 11:30 a.m., was up there for a long time, and was taken to a hospital for mental evaluation.
That is a perfect way to end the news, man.
Yes,
That makes
yes.
perfect sense.
Santa Claus fell on hard times.
Man, I do know a guy, and I was a kid, that thought he was going to get raided, right? And he was only a pot guy, but he used to sell like pounds of pot in the neighborhood.
What kind of people you hanging out with, Mick?
I was a kid, dude. This is, mid to late 70s when buying, a pot dealer was a pot dealer.
Yeah.
And they had big bags of it. And we all watched him. He climbed up and he told us all, you better not fucking tell him I'll kill all you little bastards. We were about 8 or 9. And he's probably 20. And I climbed up, and then his house never got raided. But sure enough, he had to climb back up. I saw a guy do it.
Wow.
Yeah, it was pretty wild,
Could have
man.
been the same guy, Mick.
Wow.
Could have
We
been
are
the-
joined today by
same
the
guy.
legend himself, former member of the Ravens, so many other incredible music projects. But Kyf Brewer in studio with us today. And Kyf, when we last stopped talking to you, the Ravens had just got signed. The band just got signed. You told us how that happened. What was the first year after that? Like, you guys exploded for a little while right after that, right?
Well, I think, the first year, my memories were all Baltimore memories because Kelly Saunders,
Yeah.
Sarah, 98,
Sure.
98 Rock was champion
Yes.
the album. And, that's how we got so well known in this area.
Right.
Because Baltimore supports their own, and never did they do it more than those years. And everything we did
Just turned to gold.
was turned to gold, and it
Yeah.
was wonderful. And when we went out on the road, that was a little bit more of a reality check because
There's 40 people in Topeka.
you go out on the road, and if you don't have proper radio support radio support, the A&R people, the people that within the company doing their jobs, you hit a lot of
No man's land.
yeah,
I get
all
it,
over
man.
the place, and
Was
then
it your
you'll hit a
first-
city that everybody
800
knows
people
you.
show up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it your first? Was your first tour a headlining tour? Or did you go out with somebody?
No,
You guys did clubs and small theaters, right?
I don't think we ever did a headlining tour other than like bars, like
Yeah.
good like Hammerjacks like bars
Sure.
across the country. But we
Nothing
got a
wrong with
lot
that.
of opportunities to support people. Like I remember supporting Billy Idol, and
Wow.
we'd be somewhere.
Was Steve
and,
Stevens in the band then?
Oh yeah, Steve
Dude,
was always in the band.
You have to he knows this. Billy Idol is like, that's my guy. That's the dude.
Yeah.
He's actually very, very grateful.
Grateful.
These days.
I
He's
can imagine.
very nice.
Do you know him?
I do not know him.
Okay.
But I have met him. And
Yeah.
I,
I'm a huge fan, and I've been watching a lot of interviews with him lately, because he's touring again. And you're right. I mean, I read his book, and the end of his book, basically, he's like, I shouldn't be here. many times.
Well, you know he's got.
Who
Have
was
you
it?
seen the new documentary?
He just found
No.
out he had a
Son.
Yeah,
son.
right.
Yeah.
Through a DNA test.
Yeah.
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 Crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he,
Yeah,
I like what he
Billy
said,
Idol
though.
should be dead. Is streaming right now.
What's it on?
I think Netflix.
I'm watching it
Yeah,
tonight.
Yeah.
Hands down.
Yep.
I'm watching that and the Led Zeppelin one I didn't get a chance to watch last night.
Yeah.
Keith, were you a fan of the new wave stuff when it hit?
Oh yeah.
You liked it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I liked a lot of it. I thought some of it was shit.
Yeah.
I mean,
What stood out to you? Who were the new wave guys that stood out? I don't know if you consider Elvis Costello a new wave
Elvis
guy.
Costello was huge.
Yeah, already,
in my
right?
mind. I mean, we still, and I think some of my friends, like Rob, Dennis.
Sure.
I mean, we all write or tried to write.
Yeah,
in
Elvis
that
is
vine.
a freak,
He was
man.
brilliant, and
Yeah.
he had. And I think that I remember the thing that impressed me the most about him was years later. He had like 30 some albums out, and he'd only been out for 30 some years.
Yeah.
So he had an album a year, and
Yeah.
that much material. Joe Jackson,
Oh,
you
God,
know,
I forgot about Joe Jackson.
they're the talented people that wrote really great songs.
Were you a fan of like Squeeze and stuff like
Oh,
that?
Squeeze, yeah, another great one.
Yeah.
Brilliant,
Yeah.
brilliant.
Yeah. So it's cool to learn, get in your head a little bit musically.
Yeah.
Because over the years, you've done some incredibly different pieces of work.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the Ravens are one of the best pop rock, whatever you want to call that, but it's just great rock songs.
Yeah,
I mean,
great
they're
rock,
great
great hooks.
songs, everything.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Was it the second album you wrote a song that I absolutely loved? You would come out front and sing it, but it might have been on the second album. I can't remember. I'll have to look. But getting back to my point, Keith, you have a lot of influence.
One Fallen Angel.
No, it might have been I got to look. But let's go back.
What?
Which one? That's it. What is it?
Love or Suicide.
Yeah. What was that on the first or second album?
We actually added to the first album when it went to CD.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Great song.
So it's
by
on
the
the
way.
first album. Thank
Phenomenal song.
Thank
man.
you.
But what I wanted to get to, like bands like Company of Wolves, you did with the Conti brothers.
Yeah.
Which was like, to me, and I could be way off here and insult you, but to me, it was like a modern way. When I first saw you guys, it was like if the Rolling Stones and Billy Idol or someone like that put a band together. Am I close? Like it had a very Stones-esque. Sure. I mean, does that work for you?
Sure.
I don't think you're being honest.
No, I mean, in the early days, honestly, I'll confess this. I have no problem with it. There were songs that I wrote that I would find something on the radio or find something that I loved.
Yeah.
I loved Bryan Adams.
Oh.
So if you ever heard a song by me, I think it was on Remnants called Gone Too Long. That was Run to You.
Really?
I would just take that. One Fallen Angel.
Yeah.
That was Rebel Yell. Like,
wow.
I would just take those songs and dissect them and say, I'm going to fucking write something this good.
Wow.
You know, and I was a lot better at it in those days because my brain was young and
sure,
not so full of crap.
You're right. Yeah. Well, that's the thing. You learn so much. The shit that doesn't matter starts sitting on the top of the stuff that does. That's what I've learned. So I stopped learning stuff.
And a lot of my stuff also sounded like Cheap Trick because that was
you have a very Cheap Trick feel to everything you did.
And you know, it's funny because 30 years later, 40 years later, now if I play one of those songs, somebody will go, "Wow, that's so different."
Isn't that wild?
And at the time, I was like,
this is what everything's
goes right in this vein right here.
What barley juice?
Yeah.
So I saw it first 4 or 5 years ago, St. Patrick's Day at Looney's. You were inside, and I walked in. I'm going to be honest, and I'm ashamed to say this. I knew Barley Juice was playing. I didn't know it was your band.
Yeah.
So I walked in. I see you up front, and I'm like, what the hell? I could not move. Explain Barley Juice to the average musician. I mean, I would call it some sort of Irish Celtic rock.
It was Celtic as it started. It was Celtic trad. We called it trad, traditional Irish songs. We started it on a St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah.
and when we first started, it was me and a guy that taught me how to play bagpipes.
Wow.
And we were in a pipe band together. And then we found out that some of the other guys in the pipe band were rock musicians too. So we started this little band.
Yeah.
None of them, except for that guy, are still in the band. But
did it start off all covers?
Yeah, it started off all trad songs that
Right.
we would rock up. And I think the closest you could compare it to was the Pogues.
Yeah, it's very much like
Yeah.
the Pogues.
And when the Pogues came out, I didn't know who the hell they were.
Right, yeah.
And then I realized the brilliance of that it was Shane MacGowan and these guys, really good players, Celtic players, Gaelic players that were playing in this genre that was punk.
Yeah.
And it was not accepted here in the States as much as it is now. But, Drop Kicks came from there.
Yeah, all those guys.
Mick, kill your phone audio.
Wow, you have the ears of a...
Yeah.
Jesus, I can't hear anything, for God's sake.
Do we have to start over?
Yes. Dang it, Mick.
Start from...
Let's
were
can
in the
this,
Ravens.
scrap it. Let's go back to the beginning, boys.
You were in the Ravens,
I was born in Owings Mill.
So...
Anyway, so that's where it started. And then we decided... then we started finding these festivals, and we realized that you could do this year round.
Yeah.
And we were like, whoa. So we started writing our own.
Yeah.
And we started
your
writing...
original stuff from that band.
Oh, thank
no
you.
Bullshit. Like, it is cool as shit, man.
Thank you.
Well, where did the inspiration for all that come from with you then?
When I was in the Wolves, we shot our first video. We were sent to Scotland in a little town called near Stirling. It was actually, we shot Call of the Wild.
Yeah.
At the Doon Castle, which is also where Outlander was filmed.
Oh,
and
wow.
also where Monty Python, Holy Grail.
Wow, that's
where
amazing.
Holy shit. Yeah, I know exactly what you're
Your
talking
mother
about.
gives you.
Yeah.
And we threw the cow over that same castle.
Wow.
So we shot, if you look on YouTube, if you look for Call of the Wild, Company of Wolves, you'll see that castle. And we were sent over there probably because it was cheaper.
Sure.
For the record company with the cast and crew and all that shit. But anyway, I fell in love with Scotland, and I fell in love with the pipes.
Yeah.
And I came home, and I got married very shortly afterwards. And I took her over there, and we decided we were going to learn the pipes, and that's where it all started.
That was my next question. So, like, when you want to learn bagpipes, you can find a billion guys that will teach you guitar, drums, give you lessons and stuff. Like, where did you even start with the pipes?
You can actually, my partner Keith Swanee, who's still in Barley Juice, taught me, but a guy from the post office taught him. Like, it was. There wasn't anybody then.
Yeah.
Wow.
And
you had to be in the know, man.
Yeah, and if you were in Scotland, most of those people will tell you, I learned it from my father.
Right.
I learned it from my uncle.
Passed down from the family.
Like,
That's a pretty good Scotland, by the way.
Well,
that's a good
Scottish. Kind of Scottish.
Little Irish in there. It ain't bad.
Let me go a little.
I understood. I understood it too much. That's where the Irish comes from.
Go a little bit longer.
The Scottish accent is the only English that sounds like a different language. It is unreal.
I know, and we tour with some Scottish bands, and it took me years to understand them.
Yeah.
And they loved us, and we loved them.
Yeah.
But I'd walk on, and I would go, and I would back to the hotel, and they'd all play with kilts.
Yeah.
And Albanac.
Yeah.
One great band, been around for a long time. And they played with the traditional kilts, the 9 yards and all that stuff, and all drums and pipes. And they were like really vicious looking. And then, they had a really cult audience.
Yeah.
And then the first time I saw them at the hotel with jeans on, it was like watching your dog stand on its hind legs.
Like, what the?
So bizarre. And they come out and they go, it'll go into that.
I'm the worst with accents. It's embarrassing, man. I can imagine what that was like.
I can understand most people, but honestly, like I was embarrassed
Scotland's another language.
Because my heredity is English, and I'm supposed to understand everything from the British Isles.
Right.
Yeah, pretty wild accent. So Company of Wolves, at your height, I remember you guys came down with Russ Motla and did a big interview and 98 Rock and played Hammerjacks that night. One of the best shows I've ever seen. I mean, it was a great show. First time I had met the Conti brothers from a personal thing, but I knew I knew you obviously then, and It was just phenomenal night, man. And I mean, Keith, when you look back on it, you've like reinvented yourself like 4 times. and I know, but like people say that like it's an insult. To me, it's like the greatest
Yeah,
accomplishment
of course.
that you. I mean, I don't know how old you are now. You got to be close to 200-300
I'm
at this
70.
point, right? Yeah. Are you really though?
Yeah,
You're
I'll be
gonna
71 next month.
No shit.
Yeah.
First of all, you look fantastic. I saw you. What was it? 2 months ago at 66.
And I look better then.
Nah, man, come on.
Much younger then.
Yeah.
That's
But
true.
that show that I went, that's what I want to talk about. I went up to Club 66, who, by the way, Dave Rohde owns.
Yeah.
That guy, to me, is like he is the Wikipedia of Baltimore music. And I have to get him on this show. Because, first of all,
Yeah.
there should be a Baltimore.
Just the story behind that club, too.
Well,
and
Club
who's been there
66
and,
should be the Maryland Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
That's what should. The things he has in that building are incredible.
You know what's amazing about that? I've played there a number of times with my own thing, with Barley
Yeah,
Juice,
yeah.
with Company of Wolves,
Yeah,
and with the Ravens.
yeah.
And people still tend to not go there.
Right.
Because they don't know where the hell
It's
is.
unbelievable.
And he's been around for like, what, 30?
30 some years.
Yeah, and he's had everybody in there, like all
Dude,
kinds of
I
people.
think Chuck Berry, or like one of the blues
Really?
legends.
Well, he's had, yeah, I mean, he had Peter Tork.
Yeah, I mean,
No
had,
kidding.
He had Pete Best
Yeah.
a couple times. He's
crazy.
had a number of people in there, and people that were passing through, like he'd grab them. And all over his wall, it's like a museum.
It's incredible.
And I'm telling you people now, like if you've never been to Club 66, I don't care if I'm playing or whoever's playing.
it's
Just-
unreal.
And go there. It's
Yeah.
BYO,
Yeah.
which is nice.
Yeah.
And
But you're going to see
you-
something amazing. I
Yeah,
mean,
You're going to
whenever
see
you go.
an amazing place with
Yeah.
amazing sound and great stage.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a phenomenal.
You know?
But that night, Keith, you did your catalog, and you had a phenomenal band. There was a lady guitar player, blonde-haired lady.
Rose
Holy
Lee.
shit!
Yeah.
I never even knew her really. Incredible. That whole, Dennis was playing. Like
Dennis.
everything was phenomenal. But the thing I want to tell you is like there were so many times that night where I thought, oh fuck, who wrote this? And then I was like, oh shit, it was Keith. Like I thought you were playing. These songs were so incredible, man. It really was an amazing thing. You remember me coming back afterwards?
Yeah.
On that Monday, I'm like, I watched Kyf Brewer. It was a Friday or Saturday. I'm like, that guy wrote 30 incredible songs that I watched him play. And it was unreal, man. For real, Keith. It was really a treat.
Thanks, man.
And I, when you look back, is there a period of time where you go, that's when I was in the zone. I was at my best. I did my best shit.
There were different zones.
Okay.
I think the Ravens, like what we were talking about, where Rob and I were vying back and
Sure.
forth, that was a definite zone.
Yeah.
Because some of that shit I listen to now, and I'm like,
It's phenomenal. Yeah.
if I do say so myself.
Right.
But and then there was Company of Wolves, which another zone, and people had been. I had a manager up there who was pushing me as a solo artist at the time, and I met with Frankie LaRocca, who was a famous drummer, and he was a big fan of mine. And then he said, "We got this guitar guy," and it kind of came together.
Did
that
Frankie
was a zone.
play in Company?
Yeah, Frankie.
That's right.
Frankie recorded that
That's
record.
right. I forgot about that.
The first 2 records, yeah.
I completely forgot about that.
Yeah, that was
Wow.
that was another really sad story, not only because Frankie's not with us anymore, but that was years later.
Right.
But he created, he got that band. He got us our manager, Larry Mazer. Who managed everybody.
I got to tell you,
I just talked to Larry the other day.
Funniest story ever. Russ Motla from 98 Rock, who was a good friend with Larry, when he was managing Kiss. I'm probably 20 or 21 at the time. I look like I'm 14. And I'm standing there with Larry Mazer, who's Kiss's manager, backstage, and Russ Motla. And Gene Simmons comes walking up, and he's huge, dude. He really is. And he
Gene
walks
Simmons.
up. He looks at me, dead in the eyes. Then he looks at Larry Mazer. He looks back at me, looks at Larry, and says, "What are you, pulling a Bill O'Coin here or something?" I don't know what that means at the time, right? Their old manager, Bill O'Coin, was gay and loved young boys. So he asked Larry Mazer
If you were a young boy.
if I was, I was the young boy in
Wow.
this situation.
Get
And
this kid some
I didn't
kiss
know it at
boots.
the time, but
Give him
Larry
some
was
kiss
a
boots
great
so he
guy.
knows he's a man.
I loved Larry. Larry was.
Larry's a great guy. I just talked to him. We're going to go see a show together with Steve.
Tell Larry I said hi. I don't know if
Yeah,
he'll remember me. Probably if you
I
said
will.
Mickey from Hammerjack.
I'll say, you remember your protege?
Yeah. How is Larry? Good.
Little blind guy.
Is he still in band? Is he still in artist management?
He's managing Buck Cherry.
Oh, so he's doing all right.
He's been managing Lamb of God. I'm not sure. He's
Wow.
still, and then he had a country artist, a girl for a while, and I don't remember.
Well, good. I like Larry.
Yeah,
he was one of
can't
the
get
good
out.
guys.
He can't get out.
I like Larry. Good dude, man.
But he always takes my call. Hey, dude, how you doing? All right.
That is
Like,
amazing.
which is wonderful.
Yeah. Who? And when you go back, who's the coolest person you ever met? Like where you just were like, I can't believe
You.
No, shut up. Come on. Who's the one guy?
No, you.
Who's the one guy when you met him? You literally were like, this is surreal.
Jeff Epstein.
You're not
The
gonna-
guy that works
See,
at
we know
Toys
he's on
R
the
Us.
list.
Jeff from Toys R Us.
Jeff from Toys R Us.
But really, you never met anybody that just took your breath away?
I've met so many people. I love people. Man.
Did you meet your
really-
hero?
Huh?
Have you met your hero, your musical hero?
No, because my hero would have to be Paul McCartney, and
Okay.
I haven't met.
Well, he's
Is-
going on tour again soon, so there's still
Yeah,
there's
right.
still hope.
You gotta get backstage.
Yeah.
I got his
Man,
wheelchair.
hey, let's call Larry Mazer and get you to open for him. We'll
Yeah,
make
there
a
we
deal.
go. There we
Keith.
go.
We'll
No,
make a
but I
deal.
mean, I've been in the same circles as the Beatles, of course, but no, I never met him. I've met a lot of people that I didn't really care about, and I
Yeah.
met a lot of people that were big rock stars that were just regular guys.
Yeah, it's amazing when you meet some. You think they're going to be. I can't tell you how many times I met a guy and I thought, "Oh my God, they're so famous," or they sat down. They're like, "What's up, man?"
Yeah.
It's amazing. It really.
we
is.
were talking about Ozzy before.
Yeah.
Well, since we talked about Ozzy,
Sure.
Company of Wolves were on a show with Ozzy in Florida. It was a concert. There was a number of people, so I didn't really get to talk to him too much. But he was funny as shit.
Yeah.
He was so funny, and I didn't realize this. He was a good friend of Frankie's. Frankie introduced me to a lot of guys, and
He did have a great sense of humor.
oh my God!
Oh
and
my
yeah.
God!
Yeah.
The one thing I was going to tell you, we were in the studio. Company of Wolves were in the studio recording our debut album at Cherokee in L.A. And a lot of people came in while we were there, and Ozzy was one of them. And I'm not really sure what he was doing in there, but they had a lobby in those days, and MTV was always on, always on, whether you cared or not.
Yeah.
And I remember I was sitting in the lobby, and Ozzy comes in, and he sits down, and we start talking, and it was just all joking and doing silly stuff and joking about the about the the business. And Blue Murder.
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember Blue
Yeah,
Murder?
of course.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was Ozzy's drummer at one point, Carmine, right?
Oh,
Carmine
wow. I think-
Appice,
right?
I think I forgot
Yeah,
that.
Carmine
yeah.
Appice.
So
Yeah.
Ozzy had no qualms with anybody,
Right.
but that fucking song comes on 2 notes. He looks up, he goes, Carmine, a piece of shit. And I was like, what? What did he do wrong? No,
Right.
no, that's just what I call him.
Yeah, that's my nickname. That's my Sharon.
Sharon.
Keith, very few artists get to do what they love their entire life.
Yeah.
You've done it, man. You've lived an entire adult life.
I'm not done yet.
But you know what I'm saying? I mean, it's not like you're going to get a job at Amway tomorrow. This is what you're going to do till you're not here. And it's amazing, man. And it's not like you're milking the same 4 songs that you did in 1979.
I'm being told I should, though.
Well, you absolutely
I do
should.
these songs. That
I
show
know.
that you saw, they're
Yeah.
like, a lot of girls came up that night and said, it was great, but I didn't know any of these songs.
Right, yeah.
All I gotta
Yeah,
do
yeah.
wrap around
Right.
and raise on the radio.
Wrap around.
My
That's
daughter,
another great song.
my young daughter and I rocked out to your song, man. Rocked out many times, I should say, in the car.
To which one?
To Race on the Radio.
Oh, Race on the Radio.
Wrap around. That's a phenomenal song, but you hate it, don't you?
Huh?
You hate that song.
I do not.
Yes, you
I do not.
You're full of shit. You do too.
No, I'm going to tell you the story that
All
you
right.
want.
Okay.
You want
Yes.
this story.
Yeah, go ahead.
Mr. Reporter.
Yes,
You want
go
this
ahead.
story.
Mr. Reporter.
Because I'm writing this book.
I don't
so
know whether to say
all this-
fuck you or thank you. I've never been called a reporter before.
Come on,
That's
man. You're
amazing.
an interviewer.
Go ahead, buddy. I'm kidding.
No, I'm writing my memoirs right now, which is great because I've got all this shit right in the front. You know?
Yeah.
So when the Ravens, nobody knows this. This will be in the book. Well, they will know it now.
Yeah.
because you're
It's another
internationally
thing
famous.
we're breaking.
Yeah.
We
The book.
broke Ed Hale running for governor, and an excerpt. We really did.
It's
We
true.
broke Ed Hale
Yeah.
running for. He
Ed
announced
announced it
it
here.
on this show.
It's right up there with
This
Ed
is
Hale.
way fucking cooler than Ed Hale running for governor. So go ahead. So you're writing that.
Anyway, so we get the deal.
Yeah.
So we get the deal on Raised on the Radio, obviously, because that had already been
Sure.
in the soundtrack. So we compile a list of all of our songs that we have, and we have like 30, maybe even 40.
Real quick, at
And
this point, was that Lee, you, Rob, Timmy, and Dave?
And Dave.
That was that. So the original
Yeah,
Ravens.
yeah,
Got it.
Yeah. So we go. It wasn't until we really got out to LA, I think, and we had chosen Peter Coleman as our producer, and they were really looking at the songs and listening to the songs, and I think it was understood that Rob, because Rob had written "Raised on the Radio," this beautiful song,
Sure.
that he was the songwriter.
Right.
So I was the secondary guy.
Got it.
And meanwhile, if you saw the Ravens in the old days, like we shared the song.
I
We
always thought you guys
shared.
wrote it together
Yeah,
until
it was
today.
like it was like the Cars, you know, like
Yeah.
So suddenly, like the first list that he made of all the songs that we should record, I had one song,
Wow.
and it was probably Physical Attraction.
Yeah.
So I was heartbroken.
I'd
I was
imagine, man.
devastated
Of course.
because this is our big break. We're in our
Yeah.
20s. This is the first
Now you feel
record
like you're
deal,
in
major
the Rob
label
Fahey
deal,
band, right?
and I was going to be a rock star. And
Sure.
now I got one fucking song,
Right.
and so I literally the other songs that are on that album by me, I wrote in the studio out of desperation.
Wow.
Out of desperation, I would stay after the guys would finish their tracks, and I would go in and play the piano
And write a song.
Yeah.
and write a song. And I wrote Wraparound on there, in there.
That's a phenomenal song.
Yeah.
And I wrote Rhythm of the Heart in there.
Oh my God. I'm not kidding you. Until this day, I always thought you and Rob collaborated.
No.
Never
but
knew that.
Now,
Yeah.
Rob came to me, and I think because I had gone to the guys and complained, yeah, you guys,
It's
you got to
bullshit.
support
Right.
me. You can't run it.
Right.
And everybody was scared. You know, everybody was scared. And I don't
Sure.
blame them.
Yeah.
Like, this is our big deal. We don't want to fucking, like, you know,
Lose it in the
bust open
recording
anything,
studio.
like,
Right,
you
yeah.
know, break our big deal. And they'd be go, okay, well, then if that's the way you feel, just go home.
Was the vibe in the band
So-
good at that point? Was
Yeah.
everybody
No, we all lived together.
right? It was camaraderie, right?
Yeah. We were in, yeah. But and they got us an apartment together. I mean, it was
Right.
like the Monkees.
Yeah,
You know what
yeah,
I mean? You know,
yeah.
and
Only
but I
if YouTube
remember-
had been
I
around back in that day.
Oh, my
You would-
God.
A little reality TV show. For
They'd
you
all
guys.
be in jail.
Yeah.
They'd all be in
right.
jail.
it was great, except you know. But anyway, so I remember Rob coming to me and saying, "I got this song. It's called Lose You, and you want to write it with me?" And I was like, "Yeah." So that was the one song you asked me
Yeah.
earlier. That was the first song we wrote together that I remember actually writing together, and we
Wow.
literally like. I wrote 2 lines. He wrote 2 lines.
Yeah.
He sang his 2 lines. I sang my 2 lines. If you go back and listen to the record,
Yeah, you hear it.
and then I wrote that middle part.
Yeah.
I'm all choked
Right,
up.
right,
and
yeah,
don't
yeah.
know why. But we actually wrote that song together. I actually asked him about it just recently because I'm doing references
Yeah.
for my memoirs. And he just reminded me about the way it was.
You know, it's funny. Like when you listen to that Ravens album, there's some incredible music on it.
Mhm.
I mean, obviously Raised on the Radio. Wraparound, it might be my second. It's tough. I mean, but No Regular Woman, another. I mean, that's a Rob song, right?
Mhm.
Beautiful song. I mean, but live, that's the thing that I don't think people really remember how great you
Yeah.
guys are live. I mean, the harmony stuff was second to none.
Thank you. I felt like
real.
we were a lot better. live.
Oh my
Okay.
God. And because
Thank you.
it's one of those albums you listen to and it's awesome, but when you're live, there's so much more energy live. And
Oh,
that
yeah.
music really comes to
Well,
life.
the thing that made us so different from the skinny tie bands
Yeah.
was the fact that we had these two guitar players, even when Bobby was in the band, before David.
That could shred.
There were two guitar players that would play together and shred.
Yeah.
And there was no new wave bands that
Nothing.
were doing that
Nothing.
shit.
Yeah.
You
It was
know?
all
And-
keyboard focused then and
and that-
synthesizers.
And then they would come see us live, and we were loud as shit.
yeah, you guys were badass,
We
man.
were really loud.
Yeah.
Are you enjoying writing the book, and what's that process like for you?
Oh man, sometimes it's tedious, but I just sit down at my stage.
Is there a ghostwriter, or is it all you?
No, it's all going to be me.
Wow.
And I've been doing audiobooks for years. I've been
Voicing.
narrating
Yeah.
Yeah.
audiobooks for like 30 years. So I know that when this is done, I'm going to
It's going to be in your voice.
Yeah.
That's
but,
great.
But I know some people, and I have some some hopes that I can go to some of these people if I don't take too long.
Yeah.
But I mean, like you said, I've had all these different chapters.
Yeah,
so
it's amazing, man.
I've called up some of the writers that I read for and said, "Hey, how do you do this? Do you use a program?" Like,
Right, yeah.
I'm getting pointers. And actually, what I have right now is like, categories: youth,
The Ravens.
first band,
Yeah.
teendom,
Right.
climate donkey,
Right.
Ravens, barley juice, family dad,
Yeah.
family,
Yeah.
and like all the stories that I think of, I just go, okay, now I can put that in there.
I'll tell you
Yeah.
something. Are you a good writer? Do you like to sit and type?
Ask my wife. I read to her all the time. I mean, do you think it's all right?
But I mean, do you enjoy it?
I'm constantly
Typing.
worried about that. No, because I'm a terrible typer.
Here's what I do now. I'm not kidding you. It's so easy. Seriously. I literally talk to text. I literally just tell a story into my phone, copy it, send it to Chat GPT. It prints it out.
Yeah, but how many mistakes are in it?
Dude, that's the thing. It fixes shit. It's crazy.
Seriously?
It edits it. It's
Somebody else told me this just recently.
I'll talk to you off air about it. It's
Yeah.
crazy. It's I've had to write so much recently,
Yeah.
different things. I just voice record it, send it in, and it organizes. It's amazing.
Well,
We'll
I
talk
just want to
about
make sure, like, I'm all for that.
Yeah.
Because that would really, really
Yeah.
help.
it. Yeah,
And that's, I think, is the way you should use AI.
absolutely.
But the one thing that I don't want to do is have it be
Author your book.
not my work.
Right. Well, that
Sure.
won't do that.
You
I mean,
know?
you can let
Well,
it.
like you said,
but-
you're going to voice it, and I
Yeah.
think people will really appreciate that too. Like when I listen to it, especially a autobiography, when it's told in the voice of
Yeah.
the actual person,
Yeah.
that's makes it even better.
Wait,
Well, it's
I
next
heard,
level.
I heard
Yeah.
this. I just heard this.
Yeah.
One of the publishing companies that I read for is Hachette, and I was up at Hachette, and I see the other books getting read sometimes, and I hear about it, and they had the Keith Richards
Oh,
life.
wow.
Life. Who did the audiobook?
Who did it? Was it Keith?
Johnny Depp.
Johnny
Was it?
Depp
Oh,
did
that's-
it. Yeah, I
that's-
did know that.
fucking
That's
Depp.
I don't
And
know
I
what's
was like,
better, man.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
God damn it. You're
Yeah.
so lucky.
That's great, man.
Yeah, but you
I
have
love
to
that.
admit, 200 years from now, if the word rock star is gone, but it's like an old English term that Americans used to say,
Right.
when you look it up, there'll be a picture of fucking Keith Richards.
Oh yeah.
No one, I don't think, can you name a cooler rock star than Keith Richards
Yeah.
as far as swagger?
He's earned it. He's earned it.
To me, if I was in a band, I'd want to be Keith Richards. Some of the quotes are just legendary.
Oh, and they're all really like real and
They're
true.
just so true,
Yeah.
so profound. My favorite moment not my favorite, but I'm a huge Oasis fan, and there's a great story when Noel Gallagher finally met Keith Richards, and it was like a big deal. Noel's daughter knew his son, and they end up in the same room. And Noel goes, I'm the biggest artist in the world at the time. I'm in Oasis. But there's fucking Keith Richards, man. I'm not bigger than that.
Yeah.
And he walks over, and Keith looks at him and goes, oh, hey, what's up? And Noel's like, how are you, man? And he goes, all right, first question. Whose singer is a bigger C word, yours or mine? And he goes like that. And Noel doesn't know what to say. So he goes, I'm afraid to answer that question. Keith goes, I'm not. Mine. But yeah, I mean the guy.
He's got one of my favorite quotes.
Who, Keith?
Keith.
Which one?
And I heard him say it live, and I've heard him say it or quoted.
Yeah.
It's great to be here. And then he adds, it's great to be anywhere. And it's true. And when you think about his life, you understand that where that's coming from.
I watched a biography that he did, or documentary, and it goes back to when they first came to Chicago.
Yeah.
The Stones. And Keith went into those old Chicago blues bars and was the only white kid in there. Mm. And he talks about it. And he goes, and the only thing that saved me was my knowledge of those cats. Right. When I started talking about guitar, they knew I was real.
Oh, yeah.
Right, exactly.
It saved his life, man.
Yep.
Yeah. Kyf Brewer, one of the coolest guys to ever do it from this town, certainly. And I'm just a big fan, man. And there's a lot of guys around town, Kyf, that you may not know, but your name comes up a lot, especially with younger dudes. I'm a little bit younger than you, about 15 years to be exact. So it's like a generational thing. You were the generation ahead of me. And when we were all coming up, guys like yourself, Rob, I'm trying to think, like I could go back through my Rolodex but for some reason, that band, the Ravens and Kicks, I give you two that crown. And I think both of you deserve it, and different bands, but just unbelievable, man. Just an incredible career, incredible shows, and you're still doing it, man. It's so badass. Like, that's the thing, man. Do you still enjoy it the same?
Oh, yeah.
Does it mean more in some ways at this part of your life?
Yeah, it does, actually. I mean, I think the most frustrating part about it is the part about playing all these songs, because I've got 4 solo albums.
I know, dude.
People don't know. People know maybe 2 songs.
Right.
I think that's the most frustrating part, is playing a gig like you came to and having like a Ravens fan show up and go, I only knew 2 songs.
Right.
Or a Wolves fan show
I knew
up.
7 songs, I think.
And I did Call of the Wild.
Yeah.
By the Wolves, and I got more of a response from. But I mean, my solo stuff, which Dennis, the reason that Dennis is in my band was he's a huge fan of my stuff, and I'm a huge fan of his stuff.
Well,
and he can't believe that people don't know these songs.
Well, it's so funny you say that. Dennis and I meet every now and then outside of here. We'll just have a coffee, sit down for an hour and a half, just 2 men talking about the world. I really enjoy Dennis's company. And recently we got on a subject of heroes, and like how your heroes don't necessarily always have to be world famous. I can tell you right now, and I don't care if Dennis gets mad at me, you're his musical hero. I mean, he talks about you.
He told me.
Yeah, I'm dead serious. It's not bullshit, Keith. Like, the guy adores you as an artist and a songwriter. So I hope that, I know it's hard, but I hope that you're able to let that really get into your soul, man, because you have inspired a tremendous amount of talent in this town.
I do appreciate that. And I'll tell you something that's perfect for this. We're playing the Barrel House this Sunday, the 27th.
It's amazing. Yeah.
It's a matinee. It's like 3 to 7,
6
I think.
or something. Yeah.
But we're doing, because I have this thing where I can't stand doing cover songs.
Right.
And I've done a ton of them.
Yeah.
And I just get sick of it. And I want to play my own stuff. And that's what I want to do for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
I want to play my own stuff.
Right.
So I said to him, can we make a deal? Like, why don't, or maybe it was his idea.
Yeah.
I know we both think the same way.
Who cares?
But it's like, I'll give you 10 of my songs to learn. You give me 10 of yours, and we'll go out and we'll just play it as an acoustic duo. And I said, yeah, that's great. And he sent me 10 of his songs, and I sent him 10 of mine, which half of which he knows.
Right.
And I sat down a couple weeks ago to start learning his songs, and I said to Beth, man, I don't think Dennis has realized like what kind of a load he's put on me, because
he's a phenomenal
I got to learn all these songs They're wonderful songs. I
Yeah.
love them. But he said, I really want to hear what they sound like with piano because most
Yeah.
of them don't.
Yeah.
And so I've been working out stuff, and then I'm thinking, like, God, do I need to do harmonies? Like, whatever. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of fucking work. And
Yeah.
hopefully, if you come to see us Sunday, Big
Is it
Punch,
this Sunday?
It's this Sunday, the 27th,
All right.
at the Folsom Battleground. But anyway, so I started thinking, God, I don't think he realizes how much he gave me. And then I realized that every one of those shows, like you went to see,
Yeah.
I dumped 30 songs on
to
those
him.
four
Right,
guys
right.
and make them do the same thing. So I'm
Yeah.
like, shut the fuck up, Keith.
Do your job.
Just do your job.
Is there a thing musically I don't want to say afraid of, because I don't think that would be in your wheelhouse, but skeptical of trying, but you always wanted to, a genre or a style?
Skeptical?
Well, like you want to try to write something in that genre, but you're like, I don't know if I should.
I would like, well, I'm not scared of anything. I mean, I know the things I can't do. I got a daughter that does hip hop,
Really?
and
Yeah,
she's
you don't wanna
amazing,
do that.
amazing at it.
But you don't
really
wanna do that.
fucking good.
Really?
And I've listened to it and I've thought, can I do this?
Right.
I'm gonna let her do that.
Yeah.
But and then all three of my daughters are performers,
Wow.
and they all write, and I don't understand some of the stuff that they play,
Right.
but I know that it's really good.
Yeah. Isn't that wild?
One of my daughters plays these. Well, actually, two of my daughters play these guitar chords that I don't know what they are.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
even know what they are.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wow, holy shit! I just want to sit here and go,
Yeah.
next generation, baby.
Yeah.
But I would like to do an R&B,
Yeah. See,
album.
there is a swagger to your music. And I'm going to just ask you bluntly, were you a big fan of black music growing up?
Well, I was fortunate enough to grow up in that era,
The Motown era?
where it was just AM radio.
Right.
So we had
Yeah.
everything. We had the Four Tops.
Right.
We had the Beatles in
Yeah.
the same
The Miracles.
10
I mean,
minutes.
yeah.
The Miracles. I knew all that stuff.
Yeah.
I knew Booker T and the MGs.
Yeah.
And the Supremes. And I knew all that stuff. So
And Smokey
I can
Robinson
emulate that
wrote
stuff.
85% of it. Yeah.
And Sonny Bono
And
wrote
Sonny
the rest.
Bono wrote the rest. Right.
And
yeah.
now Paul McCartney
Yeah.
writes it.
Everything. Yeah.
But yeah, no. So that's what I would like to do that I haven't done.
An
yet.
R&B album.
Just an album,
Yeah. I think you'd be phenomenal at that.
because I have songs.
Yeah.
I have songs that are just R&B. They're nothing like these Elvis Costello kind
Yeah.
of bass things.
Sure.
They're just grooving.
Yeah, man.
Just grooving.
I would
and-
I would love to hear that album.
Well, maybe one day.
All right. Speaking of which, let's get into our music minute. We just talked about some things going on in music. Brought to us by Natalie's Seafood Kitchen. We are there every Friday live at 5 p.m. doing our podcast. 2315 Bel Air Road, right in the heart of Falston. Natalie's Seafood Kitchen. Food's incredible, Matt. The atmosphere's incredible.
We'll be there Friday. We'll come hang out.
We'll be so, but the place will be great.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Just so people know, if they're just joining us right now, we gave Ozzy a tribute earlier in the show. That was absolutely not only our lead music story, but our lead show story for today. But in other music news, the Coldplay fan who released the original viral video of the Kiss Cam footage apparently hasn't made a dime off of it. And the reason is because she says it's not monetized. The Coldplay fan who unintentionally exposed astronomer CEO Andy Byron's alleged affair with Kristen Cabot hasn't made a dime. And, I was kind of doing the math because there's a number of different ways that you can monetize YouTube.
Right.
If you just look at the AdSense, which is where YouTube puts the commercials in there, she had 122 million views in less than a week.
Yeah.
That's got to get her $70, $80 by the end of that,
no,
right?
listen, a million views will get you about $2,000.
Right.
Right.
Holy
so
shit.
times 122, it's like $250,000.
Yeah.
That
On
she-
one video.
On one video for that Kiss Cam.
Do you know my daughter's video? At one time, I think 4 years ago or 5 years ago, was in the top 10 most viewed YouTube videos of all time.
I remember the video you're talking about. Yeah.
It was at one time in the top 10.
Tell people what it is.
It was my daughter was 3 years old. She's now 22.
She got on Ellen, right?
Well, she ended up on Ellen DeGeneres' show. But she did a video with her mother where she talked about what she was going to do if a monster came in, and she said she was going to kick the monster's ass.
Ask.
Ask. Yeah.
Is ask.
Yeah, ask. That's
That was
my
the
daughter.
funniest
Do you remember
part.
that video?
Dude,
Yeah.
I saw it before I knew it was your daughter.
Oh, really?
And I heard your wife
Yeah.
saying, and I said, that woman's from Baltimore. That woman's from Baltimore.
Yeah.
And then I found out that, that it was your kid, and I was like, dude,
It was like
It was hilarious.
over. Like
Yeah.
I'm
Right.
pretty sure it's. This is a couple years ago. It was like I want to say
couple years, man, it was 10 years.
No. I'm saying when I read this article and that video was in it, it was over like it was almost 1 billion or something total views.
You had 1 billion
It's
views on that?
It's up near it.
Wow.
Like 700 million or something.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Yeah.
It's insane. I don't even know where the original video is anymore.
Sheesh.
I don't even know where I posted it.
Imagine you'd monetize that video, Mick.
Imagine if I had.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be sitting here right now.
Imagine
I'd be on a
this.
private plane watching
But can
Kyf
you-
Brewer tour the world.
Well, here's a question. Now, this show
Yeah.
is monetized.
Yeah.
Now, can you take something like that and monetize it later?
Probably. I probably could repost it and monetize it, but
You'd have to repost it.
Yeah,
but then
I
you
wanna get-
lose
what-
all those
Yeah,
views.
I mean,
Right.
he'd only get paid for the new views
The new
on it, though.
views, yeah.
right. See,
yeah.
that's it. So I'm in your position. I don't
Yeah.
have something that's close to 1 billion,
right.
but I've got a lot of videos that I could have monetized.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm the
Time,
same
yeah.
way. Yeah, man. Yeah. And I'm leaving my private porn collection out of this. Who knows how many views I could. A lot of people are into short, really fat guys
Yeah.
that aren't very
Right.
good.
And you can put the black strip across your face.
Yeah, just this. You guys recognize me like this? What do you think, Matt? Would anyone know it's me
Nah.
if I don't stand up?
Nah, you're good. Just like they don't recognize Clark Kent, right? With
Yeah.
the glasses. It's
By the
just
way,
like-
they addressed that. They addressed that in the
Yeah.
the new movie.
They did?
Why no one else can know it's him. The glasses have a special power that makes all of us see
Well,
his
that makes
face different.
perfect sense.
Of course it does. Yeah.
Amen.
So imagine you're a pedicab driver and you're driving down the road in New York City, jamming some Billy Joel, and who pulls up right next to you is Billy Joel himself. We got video here.
Okay, next time. Oh, nice. You see, we are playing you, man. Can I take a picture with you, please? Hey, man, big fan. Sorry.
That'd be pretty cool, right?
Yeah, that wouldn't be bad. I'll tell you the truth right there.
Yeah, Billy Joel posted that on his Instagram, pulled up to the guy playing New York State of Mind. And so one of the ladies, as you heard, asked him how he was feeling. Billy's recovering from his health issues, which he says that having normal pressure hydrocephalus makes him feel like he's always on a boat. Joel gave his first interview since announcing the diagnosis to Bill Maher. Did you see that one, Mick?
No, I'm watching that. It's in my queue.
Okay.
I'm going to listen to it.
On his Club Random podcast, he told Maher that he feels fine except for his balance issues. He also added that his doctors still don't know the cause of the brain disorder. And Billy, of course, had to cancel all of his tour dates back in May after announcing his diagnosis.
How old is he?
72?
He's gotta be about 70. He's about my age.
Is he about
Yeah,
the same
yeah,
age as
something
you,
like
Keith?
that.
Yeah.
72, 73, man.
You a Billy Joel fan?
I was not for a long time,
Really?
but I do appreciate his good songs. I think the portion of him that I couldn't stand was right around "Still Rock and Roll to Me."
Yeah.
because
I get it.
drove me crazy.
I understand. I do think he wrote some amazing
But
songs.
he's a
though.
brilliant songwriter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he really
I love
is.
Billy, and I love his story about how he had to learn piano because he was like, where I grew up, you couldn't play piano. You couldn't walk down the road with a piano book.
Yeah.
Right.
So he learned to box so
Yeah.
that he could learn to play the piano and kick people's butts if they
For making
made fun of him.
Yeah. I think
I love
I'm a Billy Joel fan. I
Yeah.
do. I don't know who I like more, him or Elton John, because they're the two. How about you? You an Elton guy over Billy Joel?
I feel the same way.
About Elton?
Yep.
Yeah.
Early stuff,
Great.
amazing.
80s got a little
Amazing.
wacky.
I'm still standing. He can go away. You
Yeah,
can put
yeah,
that
yeah.
in the bathroom.
Goodbye Yellow Brick Road, though. Come on.
Oh,
I love Still Standing, though. I
amazing.
love it all. I really do.
I'm a
good,
fan,
man.
but
well, I think if I don't watch the video,
maybe
right.
that's
Yeah.
what it is.
some of the, that's like when videos first came out, it was like wow.
Yeah.
But then all of a sudden, like there were some videos that really ruined songs for me.
Right.
I never was a
Like Billy Squires.
yeah.
Yeah.
He will know.
Yeah.
Yeah, there were some weird videos back
Well,
especially in the 80s.
I was never. I may be the biggest Queen fan in the world. I mean, I adore Queen, but I can't name one video where I'm like, hell yeah, that shows the band. Like, there really isn't.
Or like, what? Why did they decide to make the video of this? It has nothing to do with the song.
Yeah.
You know?
No, I'm with you.
Tell me if you guys saw. Did you guys see the Prince Sign of the Times in the theater back in the day?
I saw the tour. I didn't see the.
Yeah.
I did see the movie.
Yeah. So
No,
Prince's 1987 concert film Sign of the Times will be released to IMAX for the first time on August 29th. It's going to have a 1 week run at IMAX theaters. Tickets are on sale for that now. And the movie documents a typical show on Prince's 1987 European tour. But what you see on the screen wasn't filmed there. After filming 3 shows in Rotterdam, the Netherlands, and 1 in Antwerp, Belgium at the end of June, Prince decided to reshoot all the performances at Paisley Park Studios. So what you'll see is Prince and his band lip syncing to audio from those 4 shows filmed during a week in 87, which is crazy.
Were you a Prince fan, Kyf? To me, he's a Mozart.
I saw the When Doves Fly. I saw that. What was that? Purple Rain.
Purple
Rain.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was great. I saw that right here.
Did you really?
Yeah, I think it was right in Baltimore.
Yeah. Did you think? Do you think he was the musical genius he's given credit for amongst his peers? I do too.
I do, and I also feel like, and I know this from being an artist.
Yeah.
That if you're
let me fix that for you.
If you're given the studio, that's half the. Like if I have a drum machine or if I have a drummer that I can call up in the middle of the night. I mean, Hendrix was the same way.
Yeah, 100%.
Like, got it. Thank you, Mickey. That was brilliant. He's really strong.
Well, you know
Great
what
road.
it is,
You
Kyf?
don't realize that.
It's what it is, Keith. When you grow up and you're a comedian and you make $5 a show and a guy goes, hey, for $2, I'll load your microphone in. You go, I'm good. You carry your own shit. You learn to fix stuff.
I thought I was good.
Yeah.
My roadies would never let me
touch anything,
wind cables because I'm lefty.
That's me too, man.
Right.
I'm not lefty.
And
I just suck at. I just wind
Mike
cables.
Lambros,
like this.
all those guys would get away from it, drop it.
Yeah.
I thought I was being a good guy.
Yeah, I make sound guys angry.
Mistake, being a good
just
guy.
Went back to picking up the waitress.
Yeah, exactly. Oh man, what else we got, buddy?
So Stevie Wonder says he's not retiring. Unlike many artists his age, Stevie Wonder says he's not going to do a farewell tour or step away from playing shows. He's 75, and he says, for as long as you breathe, for as long as your heart beats, there's more for you to do, and I'm not going to stop the gift that keeps pouring through my body. Loves what he does. He also confirmed that he's still working on a new album, tentatively called Through the Eyes of Wonder, and it would be Wonder's first studio album since 2005. You a fan?
I mean, yeah, but no.
Not really? I love Stevie Wonder.
Here's the thing. I love Stevie Wonder.
Yeah.
Until till the Songs in Key of Life. Songs in the Key of Life is one of the top 5 albums of all time.
Sure.
And then I don't like a goddamn thing he's done since.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying. I didn't follow. I didn't listen to 2005's album.
Here you go.
It's
just like we said about Billy Joel, about Elton John. I just call to say I love you.
Yeah.
Toilet.
Yeah.
But that early shit.
Oh,
holy
dude, Sir Duke. I wish.
Yeah.
I forget about it. I can't do that shit.
But I respect somebody that can write a smarmy song like that and win everyone's heart.
Yeah, it's incredible.
I mean, if I did it, I wouldn't toss it out.
Kyf, does the name Johnny Benson mean anything to you?
Yeah.
Well, someone very close to him is basically our producer for the show.
Oh, really?
Drea, who does all our chat room stuff, wanted me to let you know that she has seen Barley Juice. She loves it. And she's very close with Johnny. And she just wanted to send some love while we were talking.
Oh, well, thank you. And if you don't know, Johnny is the current fiddle player for Barley Juice. He's been with us about 3 years now.
That's hilarious because the devil said my name, or what is it? So Johnny's the fiddle player in Devil Went Down to Georgia. His name's Johnny. It's a perfect way to bring this
That's
back,
true. Yeah.
right?
Well, in the song.
In the song,
Yeah.
the Devil Went Down to Georgia.
Well, funny about Devil Went Down to Georgia, because the night that you probably, or the day that you saw Barley Juice at Looney's,
yeah,
I met Johnny that day.
no kidding.
And one of his bandmates said to me, and my fiddle player, Billy Dominic, very good friend of mine, but he's more a bluegrass guy.
Yeah, sure.
Great player, but he couldn't make a lot of the gigs. And
Yeah.
and I said, I'm looking for a fiddle player. And this guy said, Russ.
Yeah.
And he said, well, I can lend you mine if, if I can have him back.
Has
he
he
said,
gone
yeah,
back?
sure.
Has he gone back?
And he said, no. But that was
Keith
totally
steals
his
another
choice. I actually even emailed Russ
Right.
and said, hey, I'm really sorry about this.
Yeah, of course, man. No,
But,
that's awesome.
that's the one thing that he said to me. I said, well, is he any good? And he said, he learned Devil Went Down to Georgia in one afternoon.
That's crazy.
And I said, okay.
He'll do.
And he is.
Great player.
Yeah.
That's
All that
awesome.
stuff
Man.
like that. He's a great performer too.
That's awesome. Well, she just wanted to say hi, and that she was glad she had that connection with you.
Well, hi.
So, Kyf, have you ever been kicked out of your own show? Has that ever happened to you ever?
Kicked out of my own show?
Kicked out of your own show, yeah.
Why
Happened
would
to Dylan Marlowe, country singer. He was performing at Country Jam USA in Wisconsin, and then got kicked out shortly thereafter. I got a photo of him.
I have a hilarious story
Getting
after
the
this
boot.
one.
Yeah. He said his set went well, and then afterwards he went to watch his buddy Jake Owen perform. But apparently he was standing in a not cool place with for the security guard, who told him to move, and Dylan had some choice words for him, so they ended up kicking him out. And it seems like security didn't believe him or care that he had just performed. Either way, the security guard scrunched up the back of Dylan's shirt, as you can see in the photo, and escorted him through the crowd and out of the venue.
Dude,
Yeah.
I have the funniest. It's almost identical.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, that's pretty much the whole story. It's just got to be hard getting kicked out of your own festival.
Dude, so I'm doing comedy in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. Did you ever play the Penn Harris Inn?
I don't know. I don't think so.
They had a big showroom. Anyway, so I'm doing comedy and I'm closing the show. And to the right of the stage was like a service bar, kind of. It's where the waitresses all went to get their stuff.
Sure.
So I'm standing there and I'm waiting to get called on stage. And the security guy comes over and he says to me, hey, man, you can't stand here. It's the service area. So I go, oh, okay, man, where do you want me to go? He goes, and he just literally, without thinking, I think, didn't know who I was. He goes, why don't you try your fucking seat?
Oh,
Just like that, right? Now I look at him like, are you shitting me? And I go, I don't have one. And he goes, well, then you shouldn't be in here. I go to say, I'm about to go on stage, and he grabs me. And I'm like, I swear to you, 4 steps, I hear the MC go, you guys ready for your headliner? And I'm like, dude, and he's pulling me through. And I'm like, dude, this is me. Like, he would not listen. We get to the lobby, and the manager goes, what the fuck are you doing? To the doorman. And he goes, he was in the service bar. Told him to take his seat. And he goes, that's the fucking comic, you idiot. And like, they're calling my name. I got to go running back. I get on stage like, I'm sorry, guys. I just got kicked out. I apologize. Let's start the show. But I swear that happened.
Did you ever get an apology?
Yeah, huge one.
Oh,
yeah,
that's nice.
I actually got it during the show.
You know what happened to Nirvana, too? Nirvana did a listening party for like industry people, and they were there in I guess some bar or something, or club, where they were listening to their album, and they got into a food fight, and they got kicked out of their own. Security guards kicked them out. Yeah, they were talking to people through the window. The story goes.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
That's great.
I love it. We got anything else, buddy?
That is Matt's Music Minute.
Thank you, Matt.
Yeah.
Well, Kyf Brewer, what a day this has been, man. I love telling these stories. I want to get you back on. I know you got a million more. We could talk about so much. I know this Sunday at the Barrel House, you'll be with Dennis.
Yeah.
Anything going on? You have any shows coming up?
Barley Juice is playing the Dublin Irish Fest week after this.
In Ireland?
No, it's Dublin, Ohio, but it's one of the hugest festivals in the country. And August 2nd and 3rd.
Wow.
Barley Juice will be there. And then we have a couple more gigs. We're doing Arkansas in October.
Is there
We're
one
doing some
place
stuff.
people can go? Let me ask your wife. Is there one place people can go to find everything going on?
Yeah.
Just Google Kyf Brewer.
Well,
Everything will come up.
Go to bands in town. It's on Kyf.com, KYF.com.
There you go, Kyf.com.
But you got to scroll it. I'm not really sure. But go there. I mean,
Hey, you know there's a weed drink now called Kyf.
I know.
But it's Keef.
I know.
I saw it the other day and I was like, God damn, Kyf can't catch a break, man.
I got to check it and see if it's good as me.
So I'll tell you what, I don't drink anything. I don't see if it's as good as me. Well, I'll tell you what it did. My friend drank it, and basically, it's like a cure for everything. He loves it.
Really?
Yeah.
Have you done the Willie drink?
No, I don't drink any. I smoke weed.
No, it's not alcohol.
No, I don't drink. Like, what is it? Is it weed?
It's weed infused.
I don't drink or eat anything. I smoke everything.
Really?
Yeah, I don't like the edibles and the drinks and shit.
Yeah, I stopped smoking because of my
Yeah, I vape.
throat.
Is what
I do edibles now.
Here's my little.
Oh, that's your
toy.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes me cough.
It did for a day, and then it went away, and it's way better now.
Really?
Yep.
Good.
So I'm thrilled with it.
That's good if it works.
Were you a pot smoker back in the late 60s, early 70s? Like,
I was an everything doer back in the late
Were
60s.
you really?
Yeah, but I had a lot of bad trips because I have a vivid imagination.
so you did like acid and all that
I
shit?
did acid, I did mescaline, I did mushrooms, I did all that stuff.
And then I wrote the first Ravens album.
But
in the studio, high as a kite.
Yeah.
I was eating cactus root. Next thing
Dude,
I
I will not even tell you.
I can imagine.
You should have the whole band in here.
I would love.
And then you should ask
Well, here's
who
my-
was getting high during the Ravens album.
Well, I'm sure.
I'm not going to say anything.
I can imagine. But I would love to do this if you guys would love to do it. Yeah, you know, I want to do these things, Matt. We've talked about, we had the theater. I would love to get you guys all on stage. Now, I don't even mean with instruments. Sitting in a chair,
Yeah.
90 minutes, 2 hours, telling stories. I'll moderate it. I think it would be so much fun, so cool.
You're like Monty Python.
Yeah, and just let you guys tell the stories.
Yeah.
I think. Don't you think that would be fun as
Of
shit?
course. Yeah.
Yeah, we're
That
gonna-
would be fun for all of us.
Yeah, you
I would
guys.
love to
I
do
would
that.
love to do it as well. That would mean the world to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna do that somehow, and we'll all make money for once. Keith,
You
what
might
do
have a
think?
venue.
I might have a decent one. We'll see how it goes. Kyf.com. That's KYF.com. Find it.
And go to Facebook.
Yeah, you'll find him. He's everywhere.
Go to Instagram. Go to TikTok.
If you'd like great songwriters and you're a fan of people that write great songs, Kyf, you're as good as it gets, buddy.
Thank you,
It's
buddy.
been
And I really appreciate that, man.
That's the
Especially
truth.
at my age.
Well, you only get those compliments when you get to your age, buddy.
That's right.
Nobody's
It's
telling a
good
young
thing
man.
I lived this long. Otherwise, I wouldn't have heard it.
Kyf Brewer, everybody. What a treat for us. Thank you, Kyf. Matt,
Thank you.
back tomorrow. Do we have a guest tomorrow?
We don't know because you didn't tell me.
Yeah, I don't think we
Remember
do.
that? Remember you were
Oh,
supposed
no.
to tell me?
He moved it to next week. So
It's next week.
Yeah.
Okay.
I thank you for saying
I
that.
think it's the two of us tomorrow, man.
It's going to be a great show.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Have
I'm
some
bringing.
fun.
I'm going to bring my guitar like Keith did, and I'm going to sit mine in the
brought his
back
guitar.
and not touch it because it just
How do we
looks.
not let him pull out the guitar?
Well, I didn't want to ask. I
Right.
feel
I
bad.
hear you. Is it putting you on the spot? No.
He
No,
doesn't
no.
want to do it.
Okay.
I didn't know what kind
It's
of
not even a real
setup.
guitar, man. There's
It was
nothing
a
in
lot
there.
more fun
Just
to
in
talk.
case.
Yeah.
It's like the first manager I ever had.
Yeah.
We went into a meeting to book a comedy show, and he had a briefcase, right? And he never opened it.
Yep.
And we get up, we leave, we got a date, and I walked out, and I go, "Well, aren't you going to write that in your book in your briefcase?" He comes up the briefcase, it was empty. There wasn't a. He just carried it for aesthetics. It was the greatest move I ever saw.
Perfect. Like Buster Poindexter.
Yeah, exactly, man. Keith, always a pleasure. Not only hearing you play, just hanging out with you, buddy.
Thank you, man.
Really
Thank
cool
you for
dude.
having us.
Everybody else back tomorrow at 5 as the number one. By the way, you know this? We are the number one show that's on Monday through Friday at 5 o'clock
With my parents.
in Baltimore.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, my mom.
Yeah.
Number one show with my mom in Baltimore. Number one is something, man.
Yeah. Number one in your hearts, number 29 in the ratings book.
Yeah.
All right. We'll see you guys tomorrow at 5. Bye, everybody. See
See
you.
you, man.